Hi everybody, it's Miss Sally along with
Mackenzie.
and today we are going to make a squishy bag up. And a squishy bag is lots of fun because you can write on it, draw on it, do all kinds of fun stuff, and it's just a neat thing to play with. So for our bag to get made, you're going to need a quart size bag. A sandwich bag does work, but you want to do less flour in it. So you're going to need flour, food coloring, 6 tablespoons of water, which I've pre-measured out, and tape to help secure the bag when it's all done with, as well as a spoon and bowl. So the first ingredient is going to be the flour. All right. And as we learned, you want to do that lower to the bowl, not higher up, because flour will come out of the bowl. We're going to squeeze in 6 drops of food coloring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So we have our food coloring and our flour in the bowl. Now we're going to carefully pour in the 6 tablespoons of water. I poured a little bit more just to make sure it wasn't going to be too thick for our bag, because if it's too thick, it will not do what we want it to do. You're going to carefully stir it, slow stirs, get all that flour mixed up into it. And while she's stirring that, I'm opening up the bag. And it looks like we are going to need that extra water, if not more. Why don't you go get a little bit more water while I take over the stirring. This is why it's always good to have a partner in helping you with it. And you can see that it's a little thick. It's starting to come around. I think a smidge more of water will be helpful. So once again, my friends, just because we see something on Pinterest does not mean it's always going to be the best thing. All right, so we're going to pour some of that in. This is edible, which means you could eat it. However, I would not recommend it because flour is really gross. So it's not harmful to us if we were to touch it with our mouths. But again, I'm suggesting that we do not do that. It looks really cool, but again, it's not going to taste very good. So sometimes just because we make an activity out of food does not mean it is going to be very good for us to use as tasting things. So here we have a nice pliable now stuff. And I'm going to ask Mackenzie to open up the bag so we can spoon it in. Open up the bag so we can spoon it in over the table. So in case it drops off the spoon, it stays where it needs to stay. You might want to have a napkin around as well to help wipe off the bag before you tape it, in case any mixture gets where it's not supposed to be. And just carefully spooning this into the bag. And it's almost playtime. And what you're going to use to play with, you can use your finger, and you can also use a Q-tip to help draw things in the bag. So we have a little teeny tiny bit more mixture left here. Scrape out as much as we can. And in the bag it goes. And the important thing that you want to do now, friends, is you want to squeeze out all of the air. And as you're squeezing out the air, it gets flatter. And we can pull this across the top And the last final thing that we're going to do is add the tape to the top. This is a good mom and dad part of the activity. And you're just going to go across the top so it can't get opened. And now we have our squishy bag, and you can lay it flat. And let me move the camera so they can see. You want to turn it over so you can't see the white part. And go ahead. Flatten it out a little bit more. Give that a try. So she's able to take the Q-tip and write on it and not put a hole in the bag, which is more what we want to do. All right, so this is a fun thing to play with, just to feel, squish. If you're getting a little antsy at home and you're wanting to do something, this is a great activity to try and do. So we hope you enjoyed our science experiment / learning tool, and we will see you again real soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.